Today I'm ranking every single game I've ever played, all the way from the beginning when I was playing RuneScape until now. So let's get started. Let's start off with H1Z1. This is the first battle royale I have ever played, and honestly I was really bad at battle royales when this game was kind of popping. I wasn't really a shooter player. Like, I played shooting games on like the console, but on mouse and keyboard my aim was bad, and I was also very nervous in battle royale settings. This game was the king of battle royale for a while, but I didn't really get to play it during its peak, so for me it doesn't really have that much relevance. I'm gonna put it in C tier. Next up, we have God of War, single player game. Kind of hard for me to play single player games. I'm usually only into multiplayer games, but God of War was a fantastic game. I say that, I don't know if I actually finished it because I have a hard time finishing single player games. But I know from what I played, which is most of it, it's got to be an A tier game. It has good mechanics. It's very well designed. The story is great. A tier. Let's get into another shooter, Apex Legends. I played a lot of Apex when it first came out, and then I went back into it and played ranked until I got the highest rank on Apex. It can be a fun game. I feel like it's so close to being a great game, but I think for me, it has its moments. But whenever I played it, I felt like I was only playing it because Fortnite wasn't doing that well or wasn't that fun. So I only played it like during bad Fortnite moments. But whenever Fortnite's doing well, I don't play Apex. So I'm just gonna put it in B tier. It's definitely for me a much more enjoyable experience than H1Z1. All right, we're gonna put Spider-Man 1 and Spider-Man 2. I actually finished these games. Fantastic games. The Spider-Man games on the PlayStation. Oh my God. I'm gonna put the original one in S tier. Honestly, the second one's really close to S tier too, but I think the OG experience on the first one, because the second one, they didn't add too much to it, you know? The second one could have been like a very big DLC expansion to the first one. That's what it felt like to me, at least. So I'm gonna put it in A tier, just because it wasn't as revolutionary compared to the first one. Among Us, it had its moments. It's a fun game to play with your friends. It's a yelling match. You got to have the right people to play Among Us with. It can't just be anybody. And I've never understood people who play Among Us with like strangers, like in custom private lobbies. I think most people do play Among Us like that, but I gotta play with a group of friends. Like, I can't just be playing with random people. That's just not gonna work for me. I don't know. I need to know who I'm talking to. I need to get on voice chat. You can't even do voice chat in custom or public lobbies. Some days Among Us is like an S tier game. Some days it's a D tier game. This depends on who you're playing with. So I'm gonna put it in B tier. Okay, Valorant. Listen, it's just not my type of game. Valorant and CS:GO. I'm gonna rank both of them right now. For me, okay, I'm gonna put Valorant in C tier and CS:GO in C tier. Guys, you got to remember, this is my personal rating of how I personally enjoyed the game. I'm just not a fan of the aim style that CSGO and Valorant has. I like to run and shoot. Yeah, maybe it's a little bit more casual. Valorant is probably a little more fun for me because of the abilities, but I just never could get into them. Let's go into Minecraft. I had a great time playing Minecraft. You guys remember I made a channel where I was uploading Minecraft videos. I had a fantastic time playing Minecraft. Even though I didn't play growing up as a kid, I played it as a fully grown adult. It's a really well-made game. It feels very nostalgic, even though I never played it. It's very cozy. It's very calming and relaxing.
Oh, calm down. No! What was that?
Honestly, I feel like making a Minecraft server with just like my friends and my brothers. I feel like that'd be fun. Let's put this in A tier. Fall Guys. It was fun for like a week. Let's be honest. It kind of fell off a bit. It's very repetitive and it's a fun party game, but like a full-fledged game, like it's not going to be my go-to. I'm putting that in D tier. Elder Scrolls Online. This is the game that allowed me to go full-time in content creation. I was Peter Bot on this game. I'm not exaggerating. I was the best player in the world on Elder Scrolls Online. You could ask people who play the game to this day who remember when I played. I won plenty of dueling tournaments. I was uploading videos where I went into PvP and did solo versus squads, but sometimes the squads were 10 people, 12 people, 8 people. I was taking them out. I played different classes, different roles. I uploaded videos. I was the best player, the best PvP player in the world during my peak on this game. So for me, this is an S tier game. All right, Arc Raiders. This is the new hot game that everyone's playing. I have played it a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I'm having a harder time committing to this game. Like, I've streamed it a few times, I've played it off stream a few times. I know the appeal. I know that people are having so much fun on this game. I wish I was having as much fun. Maybe I need to play with the right people, because low-key, the few times that I played it solo. Maybe it's more enjoyable with some people. But for the time being, I'm gonna put it at the top of B tier. It could go up as I play it more. Okay, we're gonna do a little bit of a rapid fire here. We're gonna go with some games that have shut down. New World, Amazon's MMO. I had a lot of fun for like 2 weeks playing this game, maybe even a month. I even made some videos on it on more SypherPK. This was a lot of fun, but potential wasted. That's really unfortunate. D tier. Hyperscape, a battle royale from Ubisoft, I think. Dude, I loved Hyperscape. This game also shut down, but it was actually so much fun when everybody was playing this. Very, very fast paced. I actually truly enjoyed it. I'm gonna put it at the bottom of B tier. And then Guns the Duel. This is an OG classic shooter. I even downloaded a private server to play this game. Apparently it's coming out on Steam sometime this year, I guess. I will be playing it on Steam. I'll stream it a little bit. It's a very old school game. I think it came out in like 2000, but it was ahead of its time. Like, double pumping in Fortnite originated from Guns the Duel, because that game was all about double pumping. Very good movement, very fast-paced game, requires extreme clicks per second, high skill, one of the highest skill games I have ever played. Yes, even comparable to Fortnite. But the skill ceiling is just a little bit too aggressive, and your fingers will fall off trying to play this game. Even though I have a lot of love for it, I'm just gonna put it in the middle of B tier. I gotta be real. Okay, we're looking for an S tier right here, and I see one. Elden Ring. Oh my god, Elden Ring. I streamed Elden Ring for 24 hours straight at one point, beating bosses. 24 hours straight, I was on this game. I loved it. I loved it. The difficulty, the story, I don't even remember the story. I just remember how epic the battles were. The world, the scaling of it all. S tier game. The best single player game I've ever played, in my opinion. Destiny 2. I played it a little bit. I did a sponsored stream and I played a little bit, but I don't really remember playing it that much. I'm gonna put it in C tier. For Honor. I went pro in this game as well. I competed in tournaments. I even went to a LAN. This is one of the most badass games ever. Sometimes you feel like a little bit of a rush when you're playing a game. You feel your heart pumping, some adrenaline. Maybe it's just me because I'm a nerd. But this game, For Honor, is #1 when it comes to intensity and adrenaline pumping gameplay. It makes you feel like an actual warrior when you cut their heads off in game. I'm putting it in A tier. Another fighting game, Naruto Ninja Storm. The whole Ninja Storm series. A great campaign with great storytelling. You can kind of really understand Naruto just by playing these games. But the combat and the gameplay is so smooth. It feels like it's an actual anime battle. I remember throwing controllers while playing this game. That's how into it I was. I do like fighting games, but I feel like I like 3D fighting games. Like For Honor and Ninja Storm are both 3D fighting games. For me, this is definitely an A tier. I'll put it right next to For Honor. We got Roblox over here. You know, I had fun streaming Roblox, but I can't see myself committing to Roblox. I'm grown. Chat, I'm 29. I'm turning 30 this year. I mean, there's nothing wrong. Like, there are some games on Roblox that, you know, they're not just kid focused. There's some like depth to them, but I just have a hard time seeing myself actually creating content and playing Roblox, regardless of the game mode. So I'll put it at the bottom of, or I'll put it just in C tier for me. Okay, we got Rivals and we got Overwatch. And I gotta be fair, when Overwatch was at its peak in Overwatch 1, I loved Overwatch. Overwatch 2, huge letdown, but Overwatch 1, I feel like I'm gonna rank this as Overwatch 1 because I only played a little bit of Overwatch 2. Overwatch 1 was a great game. So I'm gonna put it at the bottom of A tier, but I'm actually gonna put Marvel Rivals just ahead of it. Marvel Rivals feels like it took what Overwatch did, but did it even better. Better characters, cooler abilities, more characters. Overwatch took forever to add new characters. Marvel Rivals is adding a new character like every month. I know maybe there's some recency bias, but I'm gonna get back into Marvel Rivals. I'm gonna start streaming again. I actually missed that game. PUBG? Nah, I never really got into PUBG. I think I liked H1Z1 more than PUBG, but I'm gonna put it at the bottom of C. And then Realm Royale, it had a run. I don't even remember playing this low key. I don't know, maybe this shouldn't have been on the list. Maybe I played it once or twice. Let's just put it in D tier. Call of Duty Warzone. Bro, bro. Call of Duty Warzone 1, like Verdansk, the OG Warzone, was cinematic. I don't know what they did to mess it all up. Something happened along the way, bro. It's like the leveling up the guns was annoying. The fact that they released a new Call of Duty every single year and like your whole progress got wiped every year. It's just the whole recipe was there for it to be a huge permanent success. And I guess it's still successful, but not to the degree that it should have been. But if we're ranking it based off of like Verdansk, I'm gonna put it in B tier, top of B tier. Jedi Fallen Order, another single player game that I actually enjoyed and played to completion. Putting it next to Spider-Man 2. I'm not even into the Star Wars universe like that. I haven't watched the movies or anything, but this game, even if you don't like Star Wars or single player games, you should give it a try. And we got Runescape, the first multiplayer game I ever played. And guess what? It just broke its player count record 25 years later. It broke its player count record a month ago. 260,000 concurrent players. That is insane for a game like RuneScape. I'm putting it at the top of A tier. For me personally, you know, this game was my childhood. It taught me a lot about gaming, a lot about life. I haven't really been able to get back into it as much. My brothers still play it, but it's not something that I can really like get back into. Fortnite, saved it for the last. But let's be honest, guys. Fortnite, it's fallen off, guys. I'm putting it in D tier. I'm actually quitting Fortnite permanently. Thank you guys so much. I'm kidding. Fortnite is the goddamn GOAT of video games. It revolutionized multiplayer games with the battle pass and the battle royale system. The most IP collaborations ever known to man. It made $1 bajillion and made so many streamers and creators multi-millionaires within a year. Okay, I'm glazing a little bit, but for me, Fortnite is the game of this century so far. It has its ups and downs, but its ups are just so high, man. Insane. There are more games that I've played, but there's a lot of obscure stuff. These are the games that I've spent the most time playing. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this video taught you more about me and who I am. Don't forget to like and subscribe.